Hi everyone.
Hi there. We're Jenny and I are just having a night at the beautiful Binna Burra Sky Lodge. You can see the view in the background, and we're just having a bit of a chat and reminiscing about a recent trip to Hong Kong and China. So yeah, we just wanted to have a little bit of a chat about what we did, and also give one important tip that we would have been very glad to have when we were over there. So, Jenny, where did we go on the trip?
Yeah, we didn't follow a tour group. We decided to try and do it ourselves. And so we booked a flight from Hong Kong to Beijing and booked independent accommodation, and also just day tours when we got there. Yeah, fairly easy to get around the city. There's a lot of English alongside Chinese characters. So
That's right, and the Alipay app, which has, amazing sort of resource. It's kind of an overriding app that has lots and lots of mini apps in it. So
that's in English as well.
Yeah, that's in English.
You could choose which version you want, and
that's right. Yeah, and through that central app, you can. A lot of the ordering and of fast food or whatever is done through that app. But even restaurants.
You just link it up to your credit card from your home country, and then it just works to pay for everything wherever you are, more or less.
Yeah, it was quite seamless. I think it's gotten a lot better in recent times. As Jenny said, you can link it up to a foreign credit card now. But yeah, then you can use like DD app over there, and taxis and public transports all through that app.
We did have a little bit of renminbi on us, because my uncle said, if you go a bit more rural perhaps, or you find yourself somewhere that you don't have internet connection, you may need cash. So we had a little bit of cash that he gave us to just have on hand, just in case we needed it. But we didn't really
need it, no.
Need the cash at all, really.
Yeah, and everything. There's a coffee place over in China. It's a Chinese originated takeout coffee called Luckin Coffee. I love my coffee, but worked out how to use the app, and yeah, it was much cheaper through that app if you did use the app.
We had some teething problems. I remember we were struggling a little bit at first with the app, and we did end up paying for one meal, which was in Universal Studios in cash, and that was about it.
Yeah, that's right, that one app. But then we got the hang of it, the apps and the translations, and as Jenny said, there's a lot of English signage. It would be it's pretty doable. The apps in particular, everything's so centralized, and you can read in English, and so and then of course there's a translation apps now like Google Translate and things. So if you need to say a few words or communicate something at a hotel or whatever, you can use that.
That's how I asked the hotel receptionist, where's the recommend a good hairdresser for me nearby. And so where I can get my hair colored. And I got directed to this hairdresser, and then I used the translation app and asked them, can you color my hair like this? And it was all done through the translation app.
Yeah, although in that particular case, so you can see Jenny's hair is still quite blonde. It was nowhere near this blonde. It had a few blonde highlights.
There's something lost in translation there.
Yeah,
I think.
exactly. Yeah, Jenny said, I want it just touched up the same again. And so, oh yeah, absolutely. And then I ended up having a blonde wife, but that was fine. Jenny took it pretty well. So I guess the other thing that particularly Jenny didn't like and made her very nervous was so there's huge amounts of electric scooters now, and
electric vehicles as well.
Well, electric vehicles too,
I think all of them were, or the taxis were electric.
Yeah, China's really way ahead so many things, but when it comes to the electric vehicles, there's some petrol vehicles still on the road, but yeah, huge amounts of electric vehicles. And the scooters, I mean, both the cars and the scooters, they're silent. And so, and the scooters, I mean, people ride on the sidewalk, and so and quite fast. And then the use of crossings and things, I mean, it's fairly different from in the West. You know, people won't generally run you over, but they certainly won't, like if you're on the crossing, they'll unless they're going to hit you, they're not going to stop. So that combination with the silent electric scooters, yeah, Jenny was quite, you know, found that quite anxiety inducing.
Zebra crossings, they, in Western countries, I guess most of the cars will stop for you to cross, but in Beijing they just sort of slow down for you to cross, but they don't stop, and so that's pretty scary.
Yeah,
they're still coming at
they'll
you.
go straight. I mean, if you're midway across the pedestrian crossing, scooters will go past. I mean, they won't. And cars, they won't directly hit you.
No one ever actually stops. Everyone just slows down.
And tries not to hit you. It seems we certainly didn't get hit, but so yeah, it's a bit different and a bit sketchy. It's definitely I'm getting some pushback. Requesting that we're going to go and live in mainland China, mainly because of the scooters. So anyway, I'll keep working on that. But
well, until they change the policies, I don't think I would be wanting to live there.
Yeah. So aside from Universal Studios, we did a bunch of touristy stuff. We were there for work as well, but we got some day trips in. Did quite a lot of things. So we went to the Forbidden City for a day tour. We went to the Summer Palace for a day tour. Went to the Great Wall of China. I got in big trouble for buying a Chinese hat, Mao hat, but
not haggling
well enough. Anyway, so I was in trouble with pretty much that whole day, and then I also almost got left behind by my angry wife. She went off somewhere to use the toilet, and I didn't have reception on my phone. So
yeah, that was about the only place I didn't have reception in.
Conveniently, yeah.
Beijing and the Great Wall, and it wasn't. But everywhere else we had reception. So yeah, sometimes I guess that would be the only spot where you may need cash. Maybe you don't have reception to pay for stuff in that place.
Yeah, but I mean, it was really just a certain patch, wasn't it? Because I mean, it was like
we got higher up back onto the Great Wall. And
then in the restaurant, it was fine.
Yeah,
but you abandoned me because of my mistake in overpaying for a hat. I thought I was going to have to live at the Great Wall for the rest of my life. Anyway, it all's well that ends well. So.
Just sweep the Great Wall.
Exactly, earn enough money.
That was about the only job we saw.
Yeah, learn Chinese, sweep the Great Wall, learn Chinese, eventually save enough to make it back into the city or something. Yeah. Anyway, it didn't come to that, but yeah, it was beautiful. All these places, just amazing. I mean,
we did the chairlift up to the Great Wall and toboggan down.
Yeah, that's right.
A point to note is that you have to do it before you're 60 years old. They don't let you do the toboggan down after you're 60.
Yeah,
you have to take the cable car.
We didn't get ID'd. They didn't. They believed we were under 60. I'm not sure if you look over 60, do they check you or something? I don't know.
If you're there with a walking stick, they probably send you away.
No toboggan for you. Yeah, but yeah, just unbelievably beautiful, and the scale of these places. I mean, it's quite incredible. The Forbidden City and the Summer Palace, and lots of interesting stories. So we had tour guides. They were very
fairly fluent.
Both,
a couple, or three of them. No, actually, on the Great Wall, we had so many tour guides. I can't remember how many we had.
There's quite a few.
There's quite a few looking after us.
Yeah,
but the ones that we encountered, all the English was fairly fluent, and
that's right.
Communicate through WhatsApp beforehand, tell you where to meet up, and it was fairly simple to find our way around and meet up with these tour guides and start our tour.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, but Jenny organised all this independently. I mean, we went on the tours, but she looked up different tours and booked them, and yeah, it was all quite smooth. So
I booked through a company called Klook, and you could pay a little bit more just in case you were a no-show, and then they'd give you your money back. But as it was, we showed up, so
yeah, we
it was
made
all
it.
good.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was one thing too about Universal. I mean, it was a number of people there, but I had this, I guess, impression that we'd be waiting for, endless hours to get on rides and things. But certainly in the off season, it was pretty reasonable. I mean, I've experienced busier lines in Australia for rides. I mean,
we went on more or less every ride that we wanted to go on.
Yeah, and maybe waited at most 20 minutes or something, or probably, and often quite a bit less. So, I mean, Jenny was strategic about going to the popular rides early and things like
we
this.
We did Hogwarts.
Yeah,
first.
That's right. Yeah.
Because we knew that's where everybody would be.
Yeah, that was a new.
Heading.
Yeah, that's right. Overall, I mean, really enjoyed the trip. It was successful, business-wise, and really good, enjoyable for the vacation aspects of the trip as well. And yeah, great. It was the first time I'd been to mainland China, so it was eye-opening for me. Quite incredible in a number of different ways, the infrastructure and the I guess the use of technology, and also very notably like zero homelessness that I saw as compared to basically everywhere in the West. So yeah, very interesting. And
we didn't see any of that. Hello, Kookaburra.
Hello, Kookaburra. Hello.
You wanna?
We're having a visit.
In?
Oh, hello. Unbelievable!
Wow,
so close and so tame. Hello. I wonder what we could give him to eat.
Oh, I don't think he likes cookies. That's all we have.
Yeah.
Or peanuts. That's a bit hard. That's not really appropriate.
I think Kookaburra's like meat.
I don't have any meat other than you.
That's unbelievable. Wow, what a surprise. Wow. That was amazing. Yeah. Well, it's well trained. We set that up for your benefit. So getting to the handy tip that we would have liked to have had a bit more clarity on. We flew from Beijing into Hong Kong, intending to transfer to Shenzhen using it's called the Sky Pier Terminal Ferry. So the Sky Pier Terminal Ferry is located, well, technically it's includes jurisdiction which is mainland jurisdiction, and you can go to 9 different destinations, including Shenzhen. But it also from the airport you can cross out into Hong Kong jurisdiction. And so when we were in Beijing, and when we were loading up our luggage,
we were checking in. We wanted to clarify. Okay, so we want to fly from Beijing into Hong Kong, but we don't want to. Hello again.
Back again. Amazing. Oh, I think he's got something. He's eating something now.
Is he? He's gotten food.
Oh no, maybe I'm wrong. Unbelievable! That's amazing. Yeah. That's an absolute treat.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, bud. I'll try and find you some food.
And he's quiet.
Yeah.
So is he not a good laughing kookaburra?
I don't know. Maybe it's not funny. He's hungry. There's nothing funny about that.
No, that's not funny when you're hungry.
Yeah.
Hungry.
So Jenny was saying, she's saying to me, well, hang on a minute, we want to go to Hong Kong airport, but we want to go to Shenzhen. We're transferring by the ferry. So what's going to happen with
I didn't want the luggage
to end up in Hong Kong.
Chucked out at Hong Kong. I wanted to go to Shenzhen. What happens to the luggage? To the label that something need to happen?
That's right. And so, and I'm like, oh, I'm sure it's fine. I'll work it all out. And Jenny's like, we got to find out about this because we don't want to end up with no luggage. Or so then we're asking the
check-in staff
in Beijing, trying to explain. Again, there's a language barrier. I mean, one of the person,
they do speak English, but they're still not.
It's not their first language.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to explain. Okay, we're flying from Beijing. We're going to the airport. We want to. But we're transferring on to Shenzhen using the Sky Pier Terminal ferry. What's going to happen with our bags here? I mean, we've got to make sure that our bags are coming with us to Shenzhen. How do we do that? And essentially, they weren't really answering the question, were they? They were like,
they had the superiors come over and see if they could shed any light on this, but no one actually knew. And
what was going on?
They said they only have the power to get the luggage as far as Hong Kong on the luggage label, and that's it.
Yeah. So we're obviously a bit concerned about this. We're thinking, well, there must be, like, we know that it's possible. We've looked up that you can do this. You can fly in. It doesn't have to be from the mainland. Fly into that airport and then transfer. Not go into Hong Kong, but transfer from the Sky Pier Terminal, using the Sky Pier Terminal ferry into one of these places, including Shenzhen. It must be possible. There must be some way of doing this, but so we're just going to have to, I guess, do it and try to find out what's going on. So Jenny's like, okay, well, what we're going to do, when we land, we do not leave to get into Hong Kong, because if we do that, then we're going to have all sorts of issues getting back in.
Well, just the time it takes.
The timing and everything.
Having to get back into Hong Kong and then get ourselves out to Shenzhen, it'll be at least a 3-hour thing to cross borders.
Right. Yeah. So if we leave, we're basically going to be stuck here. So we landed. Jenny led us to the reception desk.
No, you follow the sign when you get off your plane. You follow the signs for mainland / Macau.
Yes.
And then eventually that sign leads you to a kiosk area where you can buy your ferry tickets to wherever you want to go. One of the 9 destinations, and we wanted to go to Shenzhen.
That's right.
And then you give them your boarding pass, and on your boarding pass, it's got your luggage details on there. And then they organize for the luggage to be taken from the plane and onto the ferry.
That's right. Yeah. But so we were trying to get clarification, asking the ticket office, okay, we're buying this ticket to get to Shenzhen, but we've flown in from Beijing. How do we make sure that our luggage comes with us? And so they explained, okay, you buy your ticket, you've got to give us time. So you have to make sure that you buy a ticket on a ferry that's at least X amount of time away, and then they will organize, they'll get staff to get your baggage from the plane that's arrived, and to transfer it onto the ferry, so that onto the same ferry that you're on, to then go on to your next destination, which in our case was Shenzhen. But
in the meantime, they say, do not exit the restricted area. Mm-hmm. Do not go past the customs. Do not go and try and collect your baggage yourself. Just stay in the restricted area until such a time you need to board your ferry. And then again, when it's boarding time, you just follow the same signs through, like there's another train we got on that said to actually get to the area where you have to board.
board the correct ferry. Yeah. So I guess
it was only maybe like 5-minute train ride or less. I can't remember how long
not
it
awfully
was.
long. Yeah.
Half an hour on the ferry ride to Shenzhen, and then once we got there, the luggage was there
waiting for us. Yeah, that's
and then
right.
we go through customs at the ferry port.
Yep.
And then from there it was about another maybe 40 minutes to center of Shenzhen. Come back.
Yeah.
You have to remember that to allow from the Shenzhen city to get to the ferry port, you allow a lot of time because we barely made it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
depending on what time. That's right.
On the way back, so allow plenty of time to get back to the port, and
that's right.
Otherwise, you'll miss your flight onwards.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're just giving yourself lots of time to deal with traffic and things is important. I mean, in many places, including China, of course.
But on the way back, also, you can only use the ferry port to go to Hong Kong airport if you've got a flight out. If you don't have a flight out, you can't get to the Hong Kong airport.
And the other thing is, you're saying
from Shekou.
You can't, if you're staying in Hong Kong, you can't use the Sky Pier terminal ferry to go to these other destinations. Is that correct?
You can't. Your journey has to have originated from elsewhere.
Yeah,
not Hong Kong.
Not Hong Kong. Yeah, yeah. So hopefully that's it's a little bit of a convoluted story, but we certainly there was no information about this, including from the assistants in Beijing and everything. I mean, we sort of thought, well, surely people must be doing this. They can tell us what happens, but yeah, no one that we spoke to could. It was only when we got to the ferry, to the ticket office itself, that they explained, okay, this is what's going to happen. So
a lot of businessmen were on the ferry with us. They all knew how to do this.
They knew how to do it. Yeah.
Because they probably do this every week.
Yeah, that's right.
As tourists, we were a bit miffed.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, hopefully that might be of some help to somebody out there. But certainly, it was a really eye-opening experience, and we can't wait to get back. And we will continue to document our travels, particularly as the kids are getting older now and we've got more chance to go and do nice things like travel to China or stay here at Binna Burra Lodge and
chat to
kookaburras. Yeah. Alrighty, okay, well, bye for now.
Bye.